EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. And Justin Coleman brings him down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. For Carson, CD, quite a season, although maybe somewhat under the Radar, but part of the NFL's top rushing offense, and he was 5th in the league.
1,151 yards, 9 touchdowns, and Seattle got back to their identity, which is a run-first offense that provides some pretty good thump inside the tackles. And how about Chris Carson? A 7th-round pick 2 seasons ago out of Oklahoma State. Never ran for 1,000 yards in college. Does it here in the NFL. Pretty underrated name with a big-time game.
They go play action now. Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Wilson going up top. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Penny will try to punch it in. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. For the Chicago Bears, Charles, it's kind of the dust settles on this season. How do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But this is a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in the seasons to come.
They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out.
And this will be caught at the 30. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 49 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 27 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. As Seattle makes their way back out here, Charles, let's take a little deeper dive as they go into the offseason, what they need to do. They led the NFL in rushing yards. You talked about it. They ran the football well. Where do they need to improve? Maybe
a little less stubbornness in establishing the run at times, because Chris Carson, their lead back, didn't get started against Dallas. Mike Davis couldn't add a whole lot. Rashad Penny, who was a rookie, he didn't add a whole lot in that one as well. Sometimes you have to let Russell Wilson be the guy and let him throw it around. They'll continue to work on that in the offseason to fortify him with a few more weapons on the perimeter, I believe.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On first and goal, Howard. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Let's go! Set up! 180!
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, partner, got to fit in some Super Bowl chatter here. We're going to have New England and the L.A. Rams, two teams that had to go on the road and win their respective conference titles.
And think about this. The Patriots, who went to 8 straight AFC championship games, back in the Super Bowl yet again, yet they believe they're the underdogs and feel like the whole world is against them. How did they get to adopt that posture? But it's working for them.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
180!
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 85 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. Last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. Ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Freddie Kitchens gets the job in Cleveland, gets the promotion. Vic Fangio finally getting his shot to be a head coach. He's going to Denver. And Matt LaFleur, he's going to work with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
That leaves us with 2 remaining spots, Cincinnati and Miami, still searching. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to air one out, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On third down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the right. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. It fights him off. Eluding the press, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Goldman able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You see it? You see it? Set up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Lock it, lock it.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And this will be caught at the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 18. Hey, 18.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Sit up. 180. Red, up. Hey, 18. Sit up.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Time for a break. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. Yeah, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then the
pressure comes and Trubisky goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On second down, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go. Blue.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A handoff to Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Open man, it's Manette. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from it.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Opening left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Lock in.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And by the way, need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge tournament is still open in MUT Drafts until February 11th. And the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000?
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball, but the clock running down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo. and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, Wilson. That escapes the sack. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Red, up!
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. 18. Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get it.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Carson. And now running right through him. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Back to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And now he bowls him over. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. The handoff, running left is Penny, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. They'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Penny. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that...